Dusty May just left Michigan. He's now headed to Dallas, where he'll get to take over a Mavericks franchise headlined by the college basketball star Cooper Flagg. It's a great spot for him to land. And really, you can't blame the dude. I mean, college basketball is in such a tenuous era right now. He was at the top of all of college basketball. And as Matt Norlander reported, he was fielding calls right after for the transfer portal and moving along. But I mean, let's just step back for a second and let's look at the last 27 months for May. He took FAU to the Final Four. Then he jumped up to Michigan. I mean, a historic program, kind of down, needed a revitalization in the worst way. They got it. They got Dusty May. Only had him for the 2 years, but they got a national championship out of it. Any program in the country would take that exact thing and run with it. I don't care if you're Kentucky. I don't care if you're Northern Kentucky. You're going to take the national championship and you're going to deal with the fallout. The nice thing for Michigan is they had a ready-made head coach, and I know everybody's going to go back and forth on this, but Mike Boynton can take right over that program and run with it. And is it going to be the same as having Dusty May on the sidelines? No, it is not. But what it should do is allow for most of the Michigan players and like the core that has been brought in through the portal this year to stay there. And he's an interim coach. If he doesn't do well, and I don't know that he's going to do well enough to stay, Josh Schertz is sitting at St. Louis just ready to take over. Him and Dusty May are extremely close. We all know this. I mean, the Norlander article that I just referenced a second ago was done in the interview part was done in St. Louis's head coaching office, just how it worked out. But still, just shows you how close and how comfortable May and Schertz are. Schertz has been told that the Michigan job is going to open up. We knew May was eventually going to leave. He just did it a little sooner and a little more abruptly, I think, than we all thought. I thought after we got out of like that May time zone that we were probably looking at him not going this year, but maybe jumping next year. However, Mavericks are a great spot for him to land. 2 days before the draft, he'll have enough time to see if he wants one of his guys. I mean, Yaxel Lindenborg could end up jumping up to that spot. You could see a couple of different options there that I'll get to in a little bit, but just a huge move for college basketball. And it says a lot about the sport. It's not all doom and gloom in college basketball. I know a lot of people like to make it look like it is and like to use this as, oh, sports failing. This has happened. I mean, look at Rick Pitino. Look, like all of these coaches have done this before. It's not uncommon for coaches to want to move to that next level. However, what is uncommon is how we got here. May was just a bona fide juggernaut in the transfer portal era and killing it at a program where he had all the resources he needed. However, with the portal and everything, again, Matt Norlander reports that this played a huge reason for May leaving. And you go to the NBA, you're going to have scouts. You're going to have all of these dedicated people that are doing all of that stuff for you. You have the GM running. And I know that college teams have GMs and they have scouts and they have all these things. It's not the same. There's way too many regulations. The agents are a lot more, I'm about me and not about you. And some of the agents in the NBA know how to play the game, but the college agents just are not there yet. And that'll come with time. But what does become apparent is college basketball has a bit of a problem, and they've got to get some regulations and some rules around it, or every coach who has success is going to look for their jumping off point. Some coaches might. I mean, you might see Shire, you might see a Tommy Lloyd, a Todd Golden, a Nate Oates, who feel like they've accomplished what they can at the NCAA level and want to jump up to that next level and give it a shot. And that's okay. Look at what Rick Pitino did. He came back after trying it. It wasn't successful up there. But then also look at Brad Stevens. Went on and he's a legend. Everybody's like, oh, you have to call Stevens. You have to try to get him back and all of this. You have it both ways. May is a great basketball mind. May is going to do great things in Dallas. And I think it's a great spot for him to land with a great centerpiece to build around. That being said, bring in Boynton. It's a good get for Michigan. It gives them stability. It's a safe move. However, I think next year you're probably looking at Josh Schertz, maybe a TJ Otzelberger if things sour at Iowa State. I know Iowa State fans, I'm not calling him saying he's going to leave right now, but if things continue to sour, if there's reasons that things just aren't as successful for him, he might look to move as well. I think those are the two names, along with Billy Donovan, who is going to be mentioned in every coaching search until he takes another job. I think those are the names that you're probably looking at. Again, heavily, if I had to bet on anything, I'm taking Schertz almost hands down if they do get rid of Mike. So that being said, Michigan's going to be fine this year. Their ceiling drops a little bit. I don't think they're necessarily a national title contender. For my Cincinnati fans, I do not think that we'll see Chom back. I think he's gone.